you're struggling to make good financial decisions, you are not alone. Over the years, I myself had made so many poor choices when it comes to financial matters. The good news is, if you want to make better financial decisions, you just have to follow 5 very simple steps. These are the exact steps that I took to go from a life of financial struggle to a debt-free life of financial freedom. So if you want to learn how to make better financial decisions, keep on watching this video. Step number 1, admit that you are struggling financially and take responsibility. Before you can turn your financial life around, you have to admit to yourself that you are struggling financially. You have to face the reality that you are already living paycheck to paycheck, and if you don't do something about it, you will live like this for the rest of your life. You have to stop thinking that it will fix itself or it will get better, because it won't unless you act now. You can always blame your student loan, or you can blame you're not earning enough. You can blame your friends who love to eat out, but that won't change anything. The only person who can fix your financial problem is yourself, and it's time to face that reality. So now, let's look back and reflect on the things that you did with your money. When you receive your paycheck, what is the first thing do you do with it? Do you save first? Do you pay your bills first? What do you do if there is money left to spend? Do you actually spend them or save them? Do you know how to invest? Do you have a failed investment? This is also the best time to assess your impulsive spending habits. Do you swipe your credit card when you see something on sale, even if you don't have the budget to pay for it in full? Now, think about how you should have done it differently. Imagine when you receive your paycheck. What will you do first? If you will really take that time to think and figure out what you should have done differently, you will know better in the future. Step number 2, set realistic and inspiring financial goals. Now that you have addressed your financial mistakes and how to never repeat them, it's time to focus on the positive. If you really want to win with money, you need to set financial goals that inspire you every day. When your goals inspire you, you become excited to get out of bed in the morning. In my case, since I cannot reduce my expenses anymore because I already reduced it to the bone, I decided to do a side hustle. This side hustle inspires me every day to wake up 2 hours earlier than my usual wake-up time, so I can do my morning routine, go on with my day, and still have enough time to do my side hustle in the afternoon. I didn't say you should also wake up in the morning earlier than usual, but my point is, you should set a financial goal that is exciting enough and inspires you every day. Aside from being exciting and inspiring, your financial goal should also be achievable and realistic, and it should have a deadline. If your financial goal is to pay off your credit card, let's say you have 4 different credit cards, try debt consolidation. So instead of monitoring 4 different payments, you just have to pay and monitor 1 payment each month. If your financial goal is to pay off a $25,000 credit card loan in 5 years, divide the amount by 5 years, you get $5,000. So if you're getting paid bi-weekly, divide 5,000 by 26 and you get $192. Thus, instead of thinking you're paying $25,000, you are now concentrating on paying $192 bi-weekly. This amount now becomes more realistic and achievable. Number 3, create your budget. Budgeting can be mind-boggling for many, but it is actually simple and makes our lives easier. I personally recommend zero-based budgeting. With zero-based budgeting, you start off with your income and then subtract your expenses, savings, and debt payments until the remaining amount is 0. When you have a budget, making better financial decisions become easier. You know you have savings, you know you have money to pay for your bills, and of course debts, and you know how much you can spend for your wants without swiping your credit cards. Having a budget is important in achieving your financial freedom. Step number 4. Say goodbye to debt. Most people confuses debt with credit history. Yes, you have to have debt, specifically a credit card, to build your credit history. But in order to have a good credit history, you have to pay your debts in full. Your credit report shows a summary of how you are handling your credit accounts. It includes the type of accounts as well as payment history. But it is not only credit card payments that they actually monitor. They also monitor your student loan payments, mortgage payments, car loan payments, and even your cell phone bills if you're paying them on time. 2 popular credit bureaus are Equifax and TransUnion. Anyways, debts, for most people, are the source of their financial struggle. Saying goodbye to it, which should be forever, will make your life significantly easier. And I'm telling you this from my personal experience. Think about this. If you have taken out a loan or swiped your credit card compared to paying it in cash, would you have spent that much? If your answer is no, then you should not be taking out that loan or swiping out your credit card in the first place. A credit, and I'm not just talking about the credit card, is a very powerful tool. If you take out the credit to invest in something that will give you a return, then that is the best kind of credit. But if you are taking out a loan just to buy your wants, not even your needs, then that is not the proper way to use your credit. Leveraging is the best use of credit accounts. Step number 5, build your net worth. You might be wondering, what is net worth? You often see on YouTube and all those magazines that this popular's net worth is worth 1 million. But what does it actually mean? Net worth is your total assets less liabilities. But what is an asset? An asset is anything with value, whether money inside the bank or invested, properties, as well as intangible assets like goodwill, trademarks, copyrights, patents, and many more. Now, to know your net worth, start by adding all your assets, which includes the equity of your home, market value of your car, and then deduct all your liabilities like credit card balances, loans. The difference is your net worth. What did you get? If you got a positive number, that's great. Most people have negative net worth, but this does not mean that it's normal. Even if most people have negative net worth, it does not change the fact that it's not good. But whether it is positive or negative, let's focus on increasing your net worth. And the first and foremost thing you need to do is, of course, reduce your debts, meaning pay it off. And the second thing that you need to do is increase your assets by either saving or investing your money. This is the reason why it is important to know your net worth. So you can say yes to choices that would increase your net worth and say no to choices that would decrease it. Now, let's sum it up. To make better financial decisions, start with the right mindset. Admit your mistakes and put it in the past. Make a plan by starting with a budget. Create a timetable to pay off your debts so you can start saving and investing your money after all your debts have been paid. Know your net worth and remember to say no when it's going to decrease your net worth and say yes if it's going to increase it. And lastly, stick to your plan and believe in yourself. The best time to start is now. Remember, only you can change you. Did you enjoy this video? Please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as the bell button so you will get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching.